Dennis here, Capel Training and Shoeing. This is a recap on drawing the blood from the little Gypsy Viner colt. I want to start off by saying that the reason that we were called to do that is prior to that day, the day the film was made, veterinarians had been there and the colt wanted to really fight, was rearing and striking, and made it impossible to get the blood out. So the owner of the colt called us to come down to see if we could help out. So that's what you're going to be seeing in this, and that's the only reason that we're drawing blood out of the colt. But you know, this is a very common thing for horses that are unhandled, and you gotta look at it. Everybody is walking in different shoes. The only thing I can remember about vet school myself was that when I was in college, I took a class in the vet school called Animal Sanitation and Disease Prevention. It was taught by a gentleman named Dr. Harry H. Barrier, and it's been a long time ago, but I still remember that aureomycin was discovered on Sanborn Field in 1948. Now, how could I remember that? Because it was on every test that we ever took. That's the only thing I remember. But anyway, you know, Baxter Black made the comment that in order to get through vet school, they put so much information to you, it's like, you know, pounding sand in a rat hole. It's just more information than anybody can possibly take in. So in order to become a veterinarian, the veterinarians from the time they got out of high school have been in school. They've been sitting in the classroom learning about how to do chemistry and stuff like that kept guys like me from getting into vet school, you know. Meanwhile, I was out with the cows and horses, learning about cows and horses. So, you know, it's just a different perspective, and it's not unusual for veterinarians to be overworked. They're in a hurry when they come there and they want to get a job done. Now we meet with a colt that's got his eyes bugged out and he hasn't had any handling. So, you know, and now he gets in there and he gets poked and gouged and it hurts, and naturally he wants to fight. So it's a very common thing. So all I did was I used the natural instincts of the animal. I positioned myself and waited, Why was I able to wait? Because I had time. And I knew if I waited that the result was going to come around. And in the process, in the time that it took there, the colt was able to develop enough trust in me that she let me go ahead and do what I needed to do to get the blood out. Now, that was not for the legal work. The veterinarian had to come back to draw the blood themselves to get the blood out, and the follow-up visit from the veterinary worked well because of what went on here when we were there working with the foal. So that was what went on there. It really wasn't any different than I do in any situation. I read the animal and I respond according to what I'm seeing in the animal. I know exactly what I want them to do, and I just set it up and wait for it to happen. So hope you enjoy that, and I hope that makes a little more sense out of why we were doing what we were doing. Thank you very much.